And if you don't mind me asking, obviously, Dad, I'm sure he's a huge supporter now, but you
Yeah,
did lose your mum, and amongst that,
yeah.
how has that affected your career? I know in a few people, I'm pretty young, it's not something I've dealt with. Um, Knowing a few people, it can be life altering
Yeah.
and career completely destroying when things like that happen. How did that work for you?
Yeah, so for me, it happened when I was pretty young, before I even had a career pathway. It was
Yeah,
when I was 9,
yeah,
right? So she was sick for a while. She had like leukemia and all that. So like
mhm,
I'd say the hardest part of like losing like a parent was the
mhm,
lead up for me.
yeah,
It's like watching her get sick and like she sort of turned into the person that she wasn't just because of the
yeah,
illness. And then
yeah,
when I ended up losing her, like it was pretty tough, especially like thinking she got better for a day, being in the hospital and all that, like for like a year when I was like, a pretty young kid, so it's a lot to deal with. But at the same time, it was almost like I knew what was going on,
yeah,
but I wasn't like mature enough to like realize like shit, like this is what's going to happen, right?
yeah,
But yeah, anyway, like I thought she got better, like we all thought she got better, and then that night she had a stroke and she died. It's like that was pretty
yeah,
tough. And just losing like then it was just me and my dad for like a good like year and a half.
mhm,
Like being at that age, like I'm not gonna lie, I got hit with some pretty heavy depression.
yeah,
It's like at that age, and I carried that for a long time until I started fighting.
mhm,
And I feel like it wasn't that type of depression where it's like people just like cry and they're sad all the time.
yeah,
Like I'd smile when I was out with people, but when I'd be alone, I'd be like pretty upset,
yeah,
right? And then, fast forward 2 years later, my dad met a new woman called Annie, who was a
mhm,
nurse, and so I was an only child when I lost my mom.
mhm,
Then she had a son and 2 daughters. So then I got to be raised with like siblings.
mhm,
So that was pretty cool, sort of like a silver lining thing. And they all get behind me now. And Annie's great. She was like a really good mother figure for me. It's what I needed at the
awesome,
time. So she stepped up. I'm really grateful for that. When I lost my mum as well, my dad stepped up. And
yeah,
being a young kid, I really got to see that man lead by example. And I
yeah,
feel like that's given me a lot of like what a man should be. Times are tough. He's just lost like I guess half his income as well.
yeah,
So like when that happened, he started a new business, like consulting for like environmental projects. So he was working pretty hard and trying to
yeah,
raise a son as a single parent out of nowhere. So I feel like I got a lot of I don't know, just like man skills from like watching that happen.
yeah,
And in terms of career, obviously it didn't affect me at the time because I wasn't fighting.
mm,
But when I started fighting, it was sort of like a motivating factor, almost like I don't know, like a guardian angel sort of thing, or
yeah,
like wanting to like make her proud, or like I know like I told one of my mates this one time, I was like, no matter what happens, on
mhm,
the night of the fight, 'cause it's only one night, right? No matter
yeah,
what happens, I've already had the worst night of my life.
yeah,
So let's
exactly,
go,
yeah.
like who gives a fuck?
Who cares? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. And dude, I have to say, like, it's cool that your dad stepped up
Yeah.
to be so strong because you know when he was alone at night trying to go to sleep,
Yeah,
he
man.
was in the same boat.
Yeah. He didn't show it very much.
Yeah, man.
Obviously like when it first happened, what can you do? But
Yeah,
then, he stepped up pretty good.
you stepped up, and obviously then you have your dad's now partner
Yeah.
step up too. That's
Yeah.
a big responsibility. You take a boy into your family.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's
so it's
really
good because
cool.
a lot of people don't have that experience with
Yeah.
stepmoms and stuff. It can be really, really tough.
Yeah.
Understandably so from both parties, right?
Yeah,
Really
dude.
difficult.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
rough situation all
rough
around. But
situation around.
it's made me who I am. So I wouldn't
Exactly.
as much as it sucked, I honestly wouldn't change it.
Yeah. You see, if you started fighting that depression, kind of sort of elevated or alleviated a little bit.
Yeah.
What about it? Was it the community feeling? Was it the actual training, like the sweating and the fighting? What changed that for you?
I'd say a bit of everything. Like obviously losing my mom and like going through all that gave me a lot of self confidence issues.
Hmm.
Almost like like it did, right?
Yeah,
Like I can't really explain it. And then when I started fighting, like I met so many new people, the community was so strong. Like obviously like I didn't tell anyone. Like that was my story for like ages. I only first revealed it like on camera, like on my last fight.
yeah,
So like no one really knows. I guess people now like know now. Um but yeah, just like the community, proving myself, I guess to myself that I can do like tough
hmm,
things, like go through tough things. Like the training was tough. And then when I started fighting, I was like, it just empowered me, man. Like
yeah,
it made me feel good about myself. It it made people say good things about me, and then it just sort of spiraled, and here
You
we
get
are now.
fitter and stronger.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I see like like a big part of like why I kept going was like the self improvement journey. Like I was pretty committed, especially when I finished high school. To like, I don't want to be like everyone else sort of. I don't want to
Yeah.
like work like a dead end job, do the same shit every day. Like I want to do something different. Like no matter what it is, I just didn't want to go down that route that I guess school puts you on, right? Like
Yeah.
uni or trade or almost like NBC route.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that. Like I just want to do something completely different and have like a different life to everyone else. So that's where what it led me to was fighting. And then yeah, from there